Okay, so the agenda for today is that we're going to talk about marketing trends, obviously, for 2024. We're going to talk about social media strategies that are standing out in the crowd. What are social media? Yes, social media is not going anywhere, unfortunately, guys. It is here to stay. So how are we going to leverage social media for 2024? Video marketing to increase engagement. This video thing is not going away either. It is here to stay as well. So how are we going to leverage video marketing in 2024? And then the hottest topic of all is AI. What is the future of AI, and what is the best way to leverage that? There's a lot of questions, a lot of conversations, discussions on AI and how that can be used. So welcome, guys. Welcome. So awesome. We have people from Pennsylvania, Texas, Toronto. That is awesome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So here's the marketing trends we are seeing. So a lot of you guys probably already seen this curve. This is very popular curve that a lot of people use when they're starting off the marketing journey. What is the initiation starts like, and what is conclusion start like? So we're going to go through a couple of activities, couple of key topics that are covering these topics. Okay. So what is the starting initiations? What is awareness? What does engagement look like? What does personalization will look like? Why is personalization important? Efficiency. As much, a lot of you know, can you put it in the chat or put your hands up? How many of you think there are way too much social media channels that you need to stick up to, that you are getting overwhelmed with, especially now that, you know, you're going to hear from me as well. We're going to say, hey, you know what, there's so many social medias, and you have to post every day. How do I keep up with all of them? Is overwhelming. So you know what, 2024, there's actually a strategy that we're going to share with you that we're going to hopefully reduce your overwhelming, so you're not stressed out and you're able to really target to your right audience. So that's some of the things that our strategies are about. Personalizations will come in. Okay. And then growth. How do you focus on growth for this year? What are the key things that the experts are saying to use for growth for marketing? And then at the end, how did we convert them? How did they become our clients? What made them trust us? And then we repeat the whole cycle again. Okay. I'm going to run through these things very fast, so please bear with me. So marketing trends for 2024 is this. Social media. Did you know that 61% of people are still using social media? That is about 5 billion people. That is more than half the population of the whole world are using social media. That is amazing. So you don't want to miss out on this market. If you're thinking, oh, you know what, guys, I'm not a social media type of person. That is awesome. You know, I honestly don't go on too much on social media, and I'm in digital marketing, but I go because my audience are there. I go there to meet with people that, you know, I want to serve, I want to partner with and help them grow their amazing services, their church or their Christian schools, their whatever ministry that they have or organization they have. We love to help them. I am forced to go to social media because of that. This is for people who don't like social media. So think of your audience, they're there, so why not get there? The second thing is video marketing. Video marketing is feeding to the short span and the fast-paced environment that your audience are living in. That's why 56% of the people's journey start on videos. They look at videos on social media, then it triggers their curiosity, and then they go to your website or they go and look at more social media posts, and then that's one of the main ways people are starting their buyer's journey. The third one is AI-powered solutions. We'll talk a little bit more of that as well. AI is growing so fast that it's becoming number one way to use and become more productive in your work environment. Now, there's a lot of integrity, authenticity questions on AI. I totally agree with you, and we will discuss that as well. The fourth one is aligning your product, your services. If you are a Christian school, how do you align your values to your target audience? If your parents are looking for authenticity, Christ-centered education, is that stated within a couple of seconds on your website, in your social media? Or are you talking about, you know what, we've been here for 20 years or 60 years or 100 years. You know what, we are the best thing out there, which is great. But you want to talk about your value. What is your value that will draw your parents right away within a couple of seconds to what you're about? So that's very crucial. We have lots of webinars on this if you go on our social media channels, on YouTube especially, on what storytelling is. And my content creator, Mary, has also done a couple of videos on that as well. Influencer marketing, the last one, which is very crucial. You don't want to miss on influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is when you have couple of people that you know that are, industrial experts in that area related to your niche. You want to bring them on and have a dialogue and have a conversation where you can be transparent and bringing value, which we're going to be actually sharing that with you shortly as well. In the month of February, we are planning on having somebody who is very expert in experienced in boards and governance for non-for-profit. He has run, even also he was on a CEO for the Fortune 500 company as well. So I will introduce him shortly. He's going to be coming in and doing a webinar. That's called influencer marketing. So consider that in your marketing strategy. All right. Let's keep going because I want to make sure that I give you guys time for your social media. Now, ROI, how do you calculate, Jen, I'm spending so much time on social media. How do I know I'm getting return for investment? How am I supposed to know how much time to invest on social media that I'm actually seeing results? Here are what experts are using to calculate what kind of investments should be done and if your social media channel is worth investing on. 5 things. First one is engagement. Make sure you guys are always tracking your engagement week to week or at least month to month, which is what we do all the time for all the clients that we do. We have a spreadsheet and we are watching like that as a hog, as in what's happening with engagement. Second thing is followers, impressions and views. Fourth is clicks and traffics. What's happening with our traffic? When we do the social media, is anything happening to our website? And then leads, obviously, right? Which is the big one we talk about. But the first 4 is what drives to the leads as well. Strategies. What kind of marketing strategy, social media strategy should you use for 2024 that are, there's so many strategies out there. So I know for sure you guys are like, oh, this is so overwhelming. I'm just going to show you 4 strategies that our experts are using. Even if you choose out of the 4, even 2, if you choose 2 of them, I'm telling you, your social media will start growing. We just started, we even tested these strategies the last 3 months. I'm getting emails and I'm getting messages on various channels. It goes, Jen, you're all over the place. We hear you about you guys, and we hear the values, and I'm getting leads on, can you guys connect with me? So I'm telling you, these strategies do work. If 4 of them looks overwhelming, please don't do all 4 of them. I don't want you burning out here. Okay. The first one I want to show you about post consistently and instead of daily. So make sure you are posting consistently. Daily is nice. Daily it will be good to do, but if you cannot do it daily, don't worry. Post consistently. Choose, you know what, I'm going to just post twice a week. And for the next 3 months, I'm never going to miss this twice a week. The logarithm helps with that. If you have less than one followers, 1 to 250 or 5,000, all of them, this kind of post definitely works. 3 to 4 posts or 2, focus on 2 platforms. So what marketer experts are saying right now is that you don't need to have your post on every single channel, or leverage the same post on the channels, but you really narrow focus on, you know what, I'm going to focus on X and LinkedIn, or I'm going to focus on LinkedIn and Instagram, or I'm going to do Facebook and Instagram. And you know what, I'm really going to message to that type of audience. So that's what marketers are starting to do for 2024, is that they're really narrowing down, choosing a couple of channels, and they're really getting their message across. Then they can cross mingle after they have built a good trust among them. I hope that helped. Second strategy is that use various content. Don't just use, static post, or just, here's our upcoming events, here's our blogs, constantly the same thing. No, change it up your upcoming events, inspirations, highlights, any behind the scene highlight videos, fun stuff, and values. I know sometimes the fun stuff in the formal event, you guys might not like that, but it's always, people like to be smiling and have entertained a little bit. So it's okay to have fun even in the formal event. So I would encourage you guys to do some fun stuff too. Third one, share the organization story. Story is the key thing still out there that attracts people and gets people engaged. Hollywood is making so much money. They can get people to come and sit down for 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours, watch a movie, is because they love stories. They're not moving. They don't need 5 seconds, 2 to 3 hours. That's a long time. So your organization has a powerful story. God has called you out to do what you're doing because you have a story to tell. So don't be shy about telling your story. Whatever services that you are providing, whatever value you're providing, what your target audience is, make sure you share that on social media or on any channel that you want to use. I know here we're talking mainly about social media, but it'll be really good to tell your story. But Mary has done lots of videos on what story is, how to do a storytelling content. If you have more questions, reach out to me. I will connect you to Mary as well. But within a couple of seconds on your website, on your social media, on your emails, you need to be able to tell your stories or just at least talk about what the value is and what are you offering, or else people are going to leave and you don't want to do that. So the last one for social media strategy, personalization is very important because people chose you because they value you and they trust you. So that's why it's very important to stand out of the crowd, is to make sure that you let them know that you care about them and not just, oh, you know what, here's another client. No, why are they important to you and why do you want to serve them? So make sure you personalize your content information so that it makes them feel like you're not just sending them a mass email or mass social media, but you actually understand their pain points. You also want to make them relatable and authenticity. You want to have authenticity in your content. So because right now, again, we're going to talk about AI a little bit, is that you don't want a machine to talk to them. They want human touch. So you want to make sure that authenticity is there. And personalization in generally just brings community together. It builds community. That brings the emotional part together. So it's really important that you use personalization. Why is video marketing good? What's happening with video marketing? Here are the things, trends you do not want to overlook. Here are some of the key data that we want to share with you. When we research these numbers, we're like, wow, this is amazing. You guys need to know this. TikTok is growing bigger than Facebook for marketing of videos. When you think about videos, people are going to TikTok. I might even say sometimes Instagram, but according to the Hootsuite's survey that they did, they are saying that they're predicting this year, 2024, TikTok's going to overrun Facebook. The second one is videos will contribute to over 80% of internet traffic. Right now, that if you are on the internet, most of the people, and you will know if you do anything on Google, the videos are actually displayed first, then the content, static content. So that's one of the main reasons of video just overshadowing and overtaking over internet use traffic right now, because it's really easy way for people to get information on. People rather, if they're looking at, hey, how do I create a video, or how do I draft this email, they rather look at a video and listen to somebody on a video instead of actually reading it. So that's what it looks like, what the audience's needs are. The third one is emails. Emails with video have 100% better click-through rate than if you don't have videos in your email. That's a good thing to take a look at and see how can you incorporate emails into your videos. Fourth one is that people prefer videos that are short. They don't want to sit here and listen to somebody for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 seconds is what they're looking for. If you use video in your email marketing or in your social media, can you put a thumbs up or say, yes, me, on the chat? I would love to hear from you guys. Have you started using videos in your social medias or in your marketing? Love to hear from your thoughts on that. If you are doing the amazing job, and these are one of the ways to push you extra to keep going. Videos also help understand your servicing and what offers you are providing. People are able to easily catch what that emotional feel like what it will be like when they get their service, when they see that video instead of reading a flat text, right? And I don't need to tell you guys, as you probably already know, videos increase your ROI. In your marketing strategy, you do need to have a video as a strategy. What are short videos? Short videos are anything less than 20 seconds, something like vertical. You see here, the phone is on vertical. You want to put various of different contents, tips and educational fun behind the scene, introducing a client, testimonial, any of those stuff. Change it up if you can. It also makes sure your videos have a hook that viewers can right away see the value on it, hook them into attention, and then pace it out. The good thing is that it's only need to be less than 60 seconds, so it's not going to be long. Some of the platforms to use short videos are TikTok, Instagrams, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. You guys would probably already know that as well. Anybody using AI or has concerns about AI, let me know right now. Put it in the chat if you have any particular AI tool that you're using, or you don't even know AI. If you don't even know AI, put it in the chat. Never used AI. 61% say they will use AI to reduce staff load for 2024. AI is helping people reduce staff load, because staffs are feeling overwhelmed. They feel like they have big bandwidth, a long bandwidth that they cannot get to. Their list of to-do list is getting longer and longer. Now AI comes in and reduce someone who does content for almost 2 hours trying to figure out content ideas, brainstorming and all of that. They can get that within 10 seconds. And AI has the ability to do that. So this is why a lot of companies are, more than 50% of the companies are planning on using AI to help staff, leverage staff so that it will be easier for their workload. At the same time, the negative part is that 66% of those people still cannot tell if AI is real or fake. How many of you can agree to that? How many of you could say, is AI real or not? Does it look real? Are you able to look at a text on AI and right away say is real or not? I'll be honest with you, I'm looking and reading content constantly. I have almost mastered it, but sometimes there are a few times I look at it, I'm like, is this real or not? So you don't want your content to look like that. That's one of the things that I would encourage you on that, and which we'll talk a little bit about that. I apologize again, this chart is not showing up, but when you download the presentation, you will have the full load. Is that 20, I'm going to show you what last year AI was. That's what you see. And then how much is going to be increased by. Impact on AI usage. Editing and refining text, 86% people are going to use AI this year. That means increased by 28% from last year to this year. Product text, product ads, 29%. Developing new ideas, 44% of them are going to be using AI to develop new ideas. Now, here's another one. Completely revise and retext is one where if you're going to revise something or rewrite something, 100%, 103% people are planning on using AI for that. Product customer support text from scratch. If they're looking for support, now there's so many AI tools automatically come and say, hey, what do you want? Even on the phone, you guys probably know when you call your phone lines or you're asking for questions, they just want you to press buttons. That's all AI, 195%. Editing images like Canva already has lots of AI tools in there, and that's 260% increase. And then generate images. If you want new images created, you can just put your tone on what you're looking for, what the message you are, and the AI will spit out some images. Again, those things, I don't actually mind you using AI because you're not sitting there searching for, for hours and hours of images that will go along with your messaging. Use those tools to help you with that. Chat box, which has been already there, but is increasing even more this year for more robotic chat boxes, so they can address and attend to questions and concerns people might have. Okay. So back to that question on, is it fake or is it real? How do I stand out in a crowd when an AI world in marketing? Here are our tips that we have used to make sure our information is clean and authentic. And at the same time that, we're not only using AI for everything except for some of the key things that we're going to talk about here. First thing, when you're running your content, run it through authenticity test. What is authenticity? How can you make sure your content is authenticity? Make sure your content is true and correct, right? I can't believe I have to actually say this, but please make sure your content that you're writing is the real information that is truthful. Second is, does it communicate your brand voice and mission statement? What is your mission? And does it sound like you? You don't want to spit out content out there that are not aligned to your mission or your voice. And then make sure is your audience responding to the content. If your audience are not really reacting or not showing interest, maybe you're not able to really get to what the root of their problem is and what you're trying to serve. So you want to make sure that you run through this test before you put your content out there. Understand your audience before using AI. AI does not know your audience. AI is just an extra tool that you can leverage. It does not replace humans. I just want to say that one more time to everybody. AI is not replacing humans. It's just an extra tool to let you go faster. It's like, I always tell people is that think of it this way, before back in whatever hundreds of years ago, we never had planes, we never had buses, and people were using horses and other ways to get to A to B. Now we have buses, now we have planes, and we reduce the time of travel by tremendously. It's the same thing. Look at it AI that way instead of looking at it as like an enemy. Leverage it to enhance your work and make it more productive and efficient, but do not replace the human touch on it. It's very crucial. So you're asking me know when to use AI and when to do it yourself. This is what a framework of guides we will advise you is that for brainstorming ideas, getting new topics or things that, when you, instead of going to Google, a lot of people are moving over to ChatGPT to get ideas and topics, researching. That's where I will use AI for. The human part comes in when you're drafting content. When you're looking at content, make sure it's authenticity and it's truthful when you're writing it. Make it relatable to your audience and creating strategies. AI cannot create strategies for you. I apologize to say that. So you have to create your own strategy. So it's very crucial that the strategy comes from you and not from a machine. Here is the barcode. If you scan this with your phone, you'll be able to download this presentation. So go ahead and scan this. I'll share it one more time before we finish off as well. But if you need this presentation, no problem. Put in your email address, your information, and it will be emailed to you directly so that you don't have to lose it at all. Okay. Here's a case study we're going to use quickly before we finish the working part of it. So that we could easily make sure that you guys understand this, and then I can answer any questions that you guys might have, okay? Okay, so I'm going to talk about, you have a school and you have a fundraising event that you need to do. And you want to make sure that, sorry, I don't know, Dawn, if you could put it in that, you can download it in that chat. Or you can download the thing if you just scan it or copy, or I'll send you guys the link. If you guys just want the link to where to get the downloads, so put your email as like Dawn, I can definitely send it over to you guys. Okay, so that's not a problem. Okay, so fundraising is a case study. Let's just say your school needs fundraising and you are doing a build out, because a lot of schools, Christian schools, are doing so amazing. So they're trying to grow their infrastructure and their facility. So let's just say you have a fundraising event or maybe some other fundraising events you have. I want to use that as a case study. Initiation part, this back into our first diagram we talked about in the beginning. Understand and know your audience niche. What are you fundraising for? Why would they give to a school that are talking about Christ-centered education? What will trigger their emotions and what will trigger their interest and their desire to do that? So revamp that content, reinitiate that to them in your content creation, and let them know why you would need that. Now, you also want to create trust and connection. You want to let them know that their hard-earned money is not just being used for something leisure, but it's actually going to go far. Draw the picture to them. Show them how you can, that their money that they're going to donate is actually going to go XYZ. Not just, oh, here's some books or here's kids saying some memory words, but show them, the facility that your vision, your mission, what is the dream that for that school, and how can they come on board? Communicate your values and missions and goals. Again, that's the engagement part. Get them excited about that fundraising. What is the new building going to do for 500 kids, for 1,000 kids, 200 kids? What is that going to do? How would that change that child's educational journey life look like? The fourth one, this is very important. When you're making a personalization in your email campaigns and as well, make it easy for them to donate. Don't make it so hard for them to donate. What I mean by that is that when they click on that donate button, don't send them everywhere or say, oh, we only accept check. bring it to the 2024 century. I would advise you guys, and make sure that they're able to easily put in their information, and that they can, you can get their donation, so that, because as soon as they come out of that, they're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna get to that later on. They might later on might not happen. And then show testimonials on students whose life has been just enhanced because of this fundraising event. And show, come back to the whole fundraising story, and close it with the testimonials, or a positive story that can get them to think about more ways to contribute to this. Okay. So this is what I wanted to kind of show you with you guys on what's going to happen in 2024, because it's really crucial that you understand and make sure you leverage these simple ways to get your marketing questions out there.
We have covered a lot there. If you have any questions, we would love to help you out. Visit our website for more information and resources, give us a call, or send us an email. We are here to help your Christian school grow.